Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ELZ in the Evening, and I am your host, Lynette Elouise, but you can call me ELZ if you please.
Okay, that's
We
all right.
have Dee, one of the founders from Ruff Ryders here. And so Dee, for the people who don't know, because some of my following is fairly younger,
Right.
can you tell us about when you founded Ruff Ryders, who you founded it with, and what prompted you guys to start the Ruff Ryder movement?
Okay. We started Ruff Ryders. We founded it back in '88.
Okay, that was
We started
a good year.
doing the music, and we gradually grew to get a deal, and we got a deal with Def Jam in about, I think it was about '98.
Okay, yeah.
Then we got a deal with Interscope. So we had two deals. We had DMX, we had Locks, we had Mace, we had all them artists. So, we've been doing music for a long time, so we had a love for music. So we just found this was a good way to be heard.
So as a founder, of this movement that has been around for decades now,
Yeah.
How involved are you? What exactly is it that you do for Ruff Ryders? What did you do and what do you currently do?
Well, my role is I'm the CEO, and me and my brother's the CEOs of Ruff Ryders.
Okay.
And then my role, and it was music. I would do the music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would make all the albums and produce the albums and put them out. And
Okay.
but my role was just to do the music. I was more like the head of A&R
Okay.
for the company.
Okay, so head of music, head of A&R, so that encompasses recruiting talent even?
As well.
Recruiting talent, making sure the records get out there, booking the shows?
No, they manager probably book the shows. I just get the music so they can have hits to be able to book shows.
Okay. So what does it take to make a hit? Like what do you look for? What are you listening for you to say that's the song that's going to bring this artist out?
Nowadays, now what I look for is probably the beat and the hook.
Okay.
And then once I establish the beat and the hook, and I see an artist that got above average talent, which is something that you can mold, I can probably mold that talent and put them on the track to it, and that should be able to make it work. It's a formula,
Okay.
The artist, the beat, and the hook.
Got it. And so do you choose the artist per the beat and the hook that you've selected? Or is it sometimes you want a particular artist and so you look for a specific beat and hook that best highlights that person?
Whatever fits the artist. Like once you work with a project, then you're going to know right away what music sounds good with them because you're familiar with the project. Like I know the project. So if I pick an artist, I work with them, then I know exactly who I'm dealing with. If I'm dealing with you, I'm going to know she doesn't smoke. That's not what she does. And I'm going to know that. So you got to know your artist to be able to make sure that you can get the best out of them.
Okay.
It's a new generation, so we kind of got to see how they do the music. It's kind of different from when we was doing music because you had to be nice, you had to be talented, you had to have you had to have a good album.
Okay.
Nowadays, you don't have to have a good album, you just got to have a good song.
Okay.
So one song can get you pretty much where you need to be for a little while, but it's a little bit more easier. Basically, you just got to do one song and that's it.
So do we have any new talent on the Ruff Ryder roster?
Yeah, I'm working. I just signed an artist, Brillo. I just put out a mixtape on him. It's the General's Recruit, the name of the mixtape. Brillo, he's from Connecticut, talented. So we were running through the summer to get him a little buzz this summer.
Okay.
Next year we'll be good.
Okay. What made you pick Brillo?
Talented, raw. We come from real rap, and we, not what they consider mumble rapping. No, nigga, you gotta say something. Let me hear it. You ain't gonna rhyme to me. No, nigga, that's no. So I would have to deal with real talent. Like you would have to be able to write your music. You would have to be able to recite your music at any given time, and there's no. I caught you off guard. You should be able to say it at any time.
Since Brillo is on the roster for Ruff Ryders, can we look forward to would he then get like mentorship from like Eve and DMX and stuff like that? Would you say we can look forward to that same level of storytelling?
Yeah, he lived it. So people can only rhyme about what they've been through. So I wouldn't probably sign them if you're not really what you say you are. You're not from where you say you are. You can't come up with certain rhymes if you didn't live it. You gotta still write them. So you have to write what you've seen or what you've been through, and that's how the lyrics come out like that. You have to be there or witness it.
Okay. So my question to you is, you look at the videos and you'll see like a lot of like ATV bike and motorcycles.
Yeah.
And so when I think of the Ruff Ryder movement, I don't just think of music. I don't just think of DMX, Eve, Swiss Beats, the locks. I think of, this bike culture.
Motorcycles.
How did that come to coincide? Where did that come from?
Well, we was raised in the hood, so if you're in the hood, what you might see something in a matter of minutes, you're gonna always see somebody riding dirt bikes. So it's a part of our culture. Like they always ride bikes, dogs. That's all you're gonna see is bikes and dogs. Some way, somehow, through the course of the day, you're gonna see that. So it was a part of our element. So we just brought it with us.
So it was because that was your truth. That's what you documented. That's what you chose to share with the world.
Exactly.
We know that Rillo's music is aligned with Ruff Ryders' branding, right? Does he also fit the lifestyle branding? Like, does he ride a motorcycle, ATV?
I don't know if he ride a bike. Everybody in the hood probably know how to ride a bike. Probably not be the best rider, but everybody knows how to ride. But he fits in. We're not trying to take him too far from this generation because we got to make music for them. We can't make music for what we want. So we got to kind of mix it in.
Are you from Harlem? Where are you from?
I'm from the Bronx and Harlem, but they say I'm from Harlem. I'm from Harlem too.
Your artists come from different areas. East Philly, D, Yonkers.
Everybody's all over, but it's just wherever you're from. It's not where it's the artist, not where you're from. It's he's good, she's good.
And so how'd you find them? How do you find these people?
They just come up and different things you hear, and you just gotta know what you can work. I pick an artist if I know I can mold them.
Okay.
It's not them, it's me saying I can work that project. It's a project. You gotta be like, I can work that project. You gotta believe in what you can do first before they even know, because they don't know, they just run. I can work that project.
What makes a project workable? Adaptability. You can like mold them, but
you're gonna know when they say, you'll be like, let me hear something. They tell you something, you be like, I could probably work with that, because you just hear the flow, you hear the style, you hear the tone, the words, and different things, and you'd be like, I can work that project.
So in this era of, there's like a movement, I feel like, in the music industry right now where nobody wants to sign to a major label, but instead create their own label.
Yeah.
And as an OG in this game, what advice would you offer anyone who is trying to like build something from the ground up like you and your brother did?
Yeah, the hustle is, it's just more, they got more access to things now. So where you're doing it is the way it's supposed to build it up, and then somebody that's a major will come in if they're interested. They'll come and push you to the next level, because you can do it from the ground, but you don't get to the, you're not going to be the awards, or you're not going to be at ET or none of that. You got to cross over. So that's the start to get to crossover. We eventually get to crossover if you stick to it.
And do you find that it's more effective for people who feel that they have something really good to kind of reach out to different labels, maybe to get like the backing of a major corporation? Or do you think that the way that this industry is set up, when you're good, they'll find you?
They'll find you. They're looking because what it did was it made it easier for them, because they don't really got to do the development. They just watch your page, look at your followers, and then they know where to pick. If they say, oh, you got 2 million people? Find who he is, and then we'll take him to the next level. So it's kind of easy for them now. Made them lazy, technically.
What are the hours of like someone who owns a label?
There is no hours.
24/7? How much sleep do you get?
Probably 5 hours.
Okay.
Lots of hours. That works for me.
So we have the Ruff Ryder tour going on right now, the reunion tour.
It's coming up in, the reunion tour starts in September. I think the first date is in Florida.
Okay.
So we got about 10 dates, and then we're gonna do 10. Take a break and probably do 10 more. Then probably go overseas.
And the purpose of this, would it be only to kind of honor Ruff Ryders' great history, or would it also be an opportunity to highlight your new artists?
There you go, both. We're just gonna say both. It's to bring back so with this generation can see that they don't know, they just know of it. Now we just put it out there so we can give them a chance to be able to weigh it and view it from different perspectives. So it's both.
What going back to like throughout the years of all the tours that you've done, what is probably some of the most interesting things that you've seen on tour?
I mean, for us, it's nothing you're gonna see. We had I think we did the Hard Knock Life tour. It was Ruff Ryders and Rockefeller.
Okay.
And it was just good to see us all in the same building, and we go back and forth, and Jay-Z will be rhyming, the X will be rhyming in the back, and it was just excitement always, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, everybody got along, so we pretty much did the tour, and we came through, and it was it's a lot of things on the tour. We don't want to go into everything, but it's a lot of things that go on the tour.
From the hectic schedules to,
being on time.
The unmentionables.
Everything is just X was a little bit, he's the last minute guy, so we know he got to come, but X might not be here, so now we got to go and get him and come back. So we'll go find him and come back, but we pretty much made all days, but to be on pins and needles always, that's just how he moves.
Would you say that that's particular to X himself, or would you say that that's something that you find is common amongst all artists?
I mean, X pushes it to the limit, but all of them pretty much do it. They all the same. It's probably single him out because he's a little bit more reckless with it, but most artists is the same. They move, how they want, they get a little fame and they just do it how they do it, but some artists are business and some aren't. So you just got to be a business person, period. It doesn't have nothing to do with the artist. It's just how do you handle your business.
Again, everyone, this is D. He's the founder, one of the founders of Ruff Ryders. And we have a lot of good things to look forward to from them. There's the tour, which starts in September.
Yep.
First date is in Florida, I believe.
There you go.
And Brillo, we got to watch out for him. Guys, look him up on YouTube. Listen to his mixtape. I heard a song. I think it's really great. I think you'll love him. So, thank you again, D.